bit late today, but we're gonna run till 10 p.m. ish, as per usual for weekdays, and then we'll do whatever. VTube Studio's having issues today, so we're just gonna leave it off. I can't get it to work, so we'll get it working another day. Probably tomorrow. Yeah, we're just working on the model still, so that's the plan for today, at least. Either way. Alright, so we're doing more on the line art, so what else do we need? We got everything kind of all mapped out, so I think we just need the coat at this point, which is fine. But yeah, so let's just get to working on it. Man, a lot of hiccups today, Off to a later start than usual because I sat there trying to figure out how to get VTube Studio to work for like I don't know how long, and it just didn't want to work, so we're running without it today. Fuck it, we don't need it. It's fine. Quite frustrated at that though, and especially now Amazon took a charge that they weren't supposed to basically yet for something that doesn't come out until like late into January, early February, and now I'm out that money I wasn't expecting to be out until fucking late January. And great, because I went and looked at their policy for pre-orders, to which it says that they don't take the charge out until the actual item ships. But obviously that's a fat fucking lie, because they already took the money out on the wrong card, mind you, too. On the wrong card. So that's just really fun that they're gonna take the money on the wrong card at the wrong time when it's a pre-order. So there's nothing to ship yet because the product hasn't even hit its official launch date. We love it. We love it. We love it. Corporations just doing whatever they want. It's a fun time. Fun time. So now, I have to deal with Amazon tomorrow. Which is even more fun. No. yeah, so careful when you make pre-orders now, because Amazon will just charge it immediately. There we go. That looks fine. Right, that's gonna have to be its own there too. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's good. That works. Dope. This will be the color back, and then we'll cut these. We'll put it into one thing. We'll put it into one little folder, calling it coat, and then we'll work from there. So interesting. You know, I don't know. I don't know if that looks right. That doesn't seem right. I might just freehand this, 'cause I have a lot before. Just sort of get some conform. I feel like that looks. It also feels wrong. Maybe it's too far in, or too far out. Maybe it needs to be something more like this, and then we'll just kind of do it like that. Let me turn the body heat capacity up a little bit more so I can see. No. See, it feels like maybe I'm missing the plot. It needs to be more down, I feel like, actually. Yeah, that's better. That is much better. That's miles better. Honestly, let's do this like this. Hello? There we go. let's subgroup this further down into coat and shirt. There we go. So now we have some more organization between what is what. Let's turn off the coat for now. Put the shirt on. Turn off the body for now. Go and drop the opacity. Ooh. Wrong there. Go and drop the opacity of that. Clothes. And let's just line art this real quick. So I'm actually quite interested to see how this model will interact with the Live2D software, because I feel like this is much more of a much more complex of a model than we have been using up until this point. Because the model I have been using up until this point has been very simplistic. You know what? Because the neck is going to flex outside of the radial area of where the shirt goes. So let's have that like that. I do think though, let's go back and adjust this line to be more like that. I feel like that's also not correct. It's also not correct, so let's just do that. That's also not good. Basically, I'm thinking maybe it does need to be more outward, sort of. No, because it needs to come from this point. No. It needs to have like the slightest of a curve, I think. No. Actually, I don't know if that curve is actually serving any help. Serving to help the illusion of depth any. Okay, that's helping. That's helping a ton. So that way when the neck flexes on the model, you'll be able to see exactly where it won't just be a blank space, it will actually have something back there. Yeah. Perfect. Much better. Yeah. So let's keep going. I quite like this model much more than what What was prior? There we are. Buttons. Clean this one up a little bit. Yeah, it feels right. Okay. I don't know, actually. You know? Now that I'm like looking at it a little closer, maybe this wrinkle here was the play. I just have to adjust that thickness there to clean it up a bit. Well, I forgot to turn it back on my thing. There we go. It's there? Yes, that feels a lot less noticeable on the line art. That feels correct. That feels way more. That feels very correct. And then let's just do it like that. No. 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 There we go. Alright. So now that's its whole thing. Put the code over top, yada yada yada. Everything looks nice. Put the body layer on, and then everything should kind of come together. So we'll, for now, we'll do that. Come here, do that. Group, quick group. Body, neck, torso. There we go. Let's I already have the body. Man, I'm all over the place. Man, I'm frazzled with this fucking Amazon thing. Guess we already have the body. Okay. So then that should be everything. Collar, back, coat. So this is all clothes. Face, eyes, yeah. Face. Horns are on their own there because well, everything here is turned off and nothing here looks to be missing. So I think we actually can get to the actual coloring now of all this, which will start with the face because it's gonna make my life easier. New layer, put a sub layer. For now, let's go and drop the opacity of everything so I can actually see where I'm working. Yeah. See the arm actually working, and then continue to adjust as needs be. There isn't really too much to talk about, which is kind of tough. It's very tough. Very tough to not really talk about much when all you know how to do is yap. Just ramble to myself, basically. While I do all this, Lorwyn equip. Nope. Lorwyn Eclipsed comes out soon. Oh, because it's over. Lorwyn Eclipsed. Lorwyn Eclipsed comes out very soon in the end of the month, and I was trying to buy some collector boosters for it on pre-order because I'd have the money by the time it came out, and they decided that they were going to take it immediately, even though they have never done that before, which is so fun. Obviously, it's very fun. Right. This needs to be just one. Well, actually it needs to be two because but two, but one, but two, but one, but two. Okay. Wait, the mouth has to be a separate layer too. Right. I forgot about that part. Let me quickly adjust by just literally going and changing. Honestly, I'm happy with this design, so honestly I could just straight up grab it. Grab. Control C. Oh shit. There we go. Control C. B. E. Erase. Control V. Yippee. We got it. Don't put cut. What? So, they're printing a new Oko in Lorwyn equip. They are printing a new Oko in Lorwyn Eclipsed, which is cool. Because when I started getting into MTG back in 2019, I want to say it was like 2019. When I started getting into MTG back in 2019-ish, I'm losing the train of thought. When I started getting back into MTG back in 2019, in high school, I started in Throne of Eldraine, which was the first set that had Oko, and that was the first deck I had actually like built. Was a deck themed around Oko, which was really cool. And so it's really cool to be back. Well, not back, but getting another. Obviously, it was cool to be back in Eldraine when we were back in Eldraine for Wilds of Eldraine, but it was also really cool just to see that now we're getting another Oko print, or a new Oko print, I should say, because obviously we had the one in Thunder Junction, but it's cool to see that we're getting a new Oko print now in Lorwyn as all that, because Lorwyn has been one of the sets I've been more fascinated with as I've gone deeper into Magic's history and looked more at their older sets. Prior to me picking up the hobby, which Lorwyn is just, it's so cool. Everything about Lorwyn is awesome. I like the mystical nature of everything. That's what drew me to Eldraine originally, and that's what also made me in the first place actually want to look at or look into MTG, which was really cool. But now getting back, getting Oko and all that, it's pretty. I don't know where I'm going with that. Oh my god, I'm so fried right now. Like, my brain is all levels of confused. Man. Sleep deprivation will do that to you. Fun times, fun times, fun times. Sleep deprivation, don't do it to yourself. That's all I gotta say. It's a interesting one. So I'm just gonna I don't know if I want to murder it down, because it'll make it easier when coming to actually work on everything else. But I just feel like merging down is kind of because everything is easier to do when you don't. I mean, this part doesn't have a separation layer for needing a mask. So it doesn't need to be separated from the color, to my understanding. So we'll just, this is where we learn from our mistakes. So if we have to go back and fix this later, so be it. You know what, actually, before we do any of this, let's just go here and save. Alright, we'll call that test. So when I actually go to save this, I'm going to save it as whip, not whip test. So that way we'll have all that. But now we can do this merge down and have all that. Same thing with the ears, because the ears don't have a, well, they have a mask, but they have a different kind of mask. They have an inverted mask. So I think it's fine to have them as two separated, like two individual, or not, it's separated, their own. And I'm just not on it today. What a day. What a day. What a day. What a day. I'm just really not on it today. Bro. Brother. Okay. Are we working now? Yes? Yes? Cool. I need to turn off the... As much as it's gonna take more time to do it, it'll just save me from having to do all that cutting and pasting. At least I think. Really, I don't know. I'm pretty much just taking a whack at this. I mean, it's whatever. There we go. Okay, two separated layers. Cool, cool, cool. Face, mouth, eyes. All their own layers, all colored. Now we have the colored face. Front hair. I think it's the same thing. I think it's fine. I think it's fine how it is. I think the color is fine. I think we need to go in and do the horns before we test with this, but it should be fine where it's at. So let's turn the opacity back down. Go back to the horns. Adjust the horns as need be. We'll paint layer on the horns. Alright, everything's in the folder. Okay. Man. It is a day. It is a day, that is for sure. It has been a day. It's interesting trying to get a balance for all of this. Having fun with it though. I'm having fun with it. And that's the most important part. Is why do something when you're not having fun. So let's just keep going. Just keep on keeping on. It's the right way. I'm thinking about it. Alright, so we'll save the merging for when we actually finalize up what we're doing, because I know I have to do some adjustment to how the color is going to come in on the horns, because there are parts of the hair that need to have a color gradient, or not color gradient, a color, like, there's like a color block for the center part of the hair that I've yet to figure out where it's going to finally land up on everything. So thank you, Kat. You're such a helpful helper. So let's see. Turn this back on. And adjust for all this. All that. Turn the opacity back up. Same for bangs. Horns, bangs, boom, bang, bing, bop, boom, bam. And now we have to see where all this is going wrong. Cat, you do not need to be scratching at my chair. Alright. So I think it's gonna be under the bangs too. It's gonna be under the bangs too. That is also not under the bangs. That is on the front end. So that's which color set are you on? You're on your own. You're on this one. I see, says the blind man. Basically, I just have to cut all of that and see where that lines up everything. Because when the horn moves, it'll do. I think it's fine, because when we do this, see, it covers. So it's fine. And this is coming from this side. So shit. Shit, wait, what? Bro, oh my god. I'm so lost. It's fine. Alright. It's gonna be a pain. I know it's gonna be. Wait. Yeah, why adjust any of this color? I mean, obviously on the bangs, it makes sense to adjust the color because the bangs have to be in front of the horns. But on any of this, why adjust any of the color when I could just... Wait, what? Oh my goodness. We're fine, we know what we're doing. Okay. 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 So because I'm smart, like someone who's smart, I just realized I can adjust the horn's color as need be. Because we're smart. And now we just go to the bangs into... and do this. There we go. Intelligent hours, intelligent hours. Because now, nothing looks out of place. And that took me so much less effort. That took me so much less effort too. Yup. Yup. This is where we're at. Actually, I need to undo that. Undo both. Because I didn't see here. Honestly, first off, this part. No. Okay, that looks fine. Turn the face off so I can see actually what I'm doing. go down. And across. Cool. And I think just do it here too. Bruh. 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 Man. Drop frames detected 42% over the last 2 minutes. Yikes. That's painful. Alright, well. Bro, I haven't even gotten to the shading part yet. Ugh. Boom. Now we have that little block of... To be honest, does it even need to be there? It's whatever. We'll learn. We'll see. We'll learn and see. This is Ground Patrol to Major Tom. So now when the horns come off, none of this looks weird. I mean, it kind of looks weird. But it's whichever. We have little groups now. Everything's grouped out. Let's just focus on the back here. Which has 4 major groups. Why are they all like this? They have to be in order from... Here we go. This one, this one, this one, this one. Alright. So let's start by turning this off. That's the color. Turning this off, turning this off, and boom, bam. Okay. I can honestly probably get away with just turning everything else, but what I need off here, that is that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. The weird random little like the way that the neck has to come up. It's very amusing. I'm easily amused. We are very easily amused here, very easily amused here, very easily amused here. Fucking turkey neck. And then we'll just kind of cross this across just to have some color to the back when it moves, it'll have color behind it, so you can actually, so when I actually do it, it'll, yeah, you'll see. We'll see. Watch. Cool. Alright. So now, obviously that is helpful to know where we need to line things up a bit better. And now let's turn this color up just to make sure that that's all good there. That's all good there. Alright. We're slowly getting there. Slowly but surely. Alright. I know this part won't be very visible, but still. Want to have some of it there. No, let's go back to... Really? Fuck. I didn't think that through. Alright, sick. Actually looks correct now. This actually looks really good now. Alright, let's do the body. Right, I need to... Before I do that... There we are. There we are. Okay. And now we can get back to this. Ah, son of a gun. Alright. I should probably turn the face off so I can get the whole giraffe neck. I guess, well, the way that it was actually explained to me was Barbie doll neck, which makes so much sense now that I've actually gone through and done so. And actually worked with the model before. It makes so much more sense in retrospect what that means. Because essentially, this is running like a Barbie doll neck, because see how much it has to go up? Yeah. You know what? When doing shading, it would help to have this color separate before merging them down. Well, it's whatever. We'll use the tool. We'll fix it. We'll adjust and whatever. Turn the neck off. Alright, sick. Oh man. I need to be talking more. I need to be talking about more stuff. I don't know. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. It's not. That's not it. That's not it. Should not be singing Lady Dog Whistle at the time. But you know, I'm bored and alone and yada yada yada. Cool. Cool. Look at that. We got something. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think the last thing to do is just to color the clothing here, which we start by coloring the shirt. Turning off the body, coming in, coloring the shirt, which I need to grab the color for because I suck at picking colors. And I will eventually get better at it, but I just not today. I will eventually get better at it, just not today. Because that's not the purpose of today. The purpose of today is to work on the actual model. Like, we'll work on other skills and all that later. All right. What the fuck is that? Ah, it's a blank pixel in the fucking hair. You bitch. There we go. That was gonna bother me otherwise. sure I touch everything here. Color reaches all corners. Cool. Alright, now we can just kind of go. And do as we wish. There we go. And then we can turn the body back on. That's not good. That isn't great that's like that. No, that's not great. That was a slight oversight. Can I just like... Can I just like... Alright, let's... Let's adjust a couple things first. Adjust that. For now. What the fuck? Brother. Okay, that's not gonna work either. What if we just like... Alright, that works. It's gonna be... Whatever. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So now it's not going to be fine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe. Maybe. That looks fine. That looks fine. So let's. Man, I'm on a roll today. I'm on a roll today. Yeah, on an absolute roll today, so. Fun, 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 fun. Cool. We can almost get on to the fun part. Well, I say fun in quotations because exporting this as the PSD and then doing all the rigging is going to be so fun. But it's the process of learning. It's the process of learning. That's how we get better. Is by continually doing things and repetitions. Repetitions, repetitions, repetitions. Here's my thing. I don't know if technically this counts as two individual parts. They're pairs, which would mean that they need to be split. Bro, I cannot see shit today. Which would mean that it needs to be split. But it's also kind of unified in the back by that shit, so I don't know. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. My brain's telling me no. And I'm usually decently right about that. Decently. Bruh. There we go. Let's just fucking... Bada bing. Your boy is tired. And will continue to be tired while he works on this. So... Yippee! That's the coat. Why is the shirt above the coat? Now that I think about it. Let's... Shit. Straight upwards. Okay. Means the only color I have to adjust now is to send this one, merge it with its layer below, come over here, hit that, just touch up. Because I'm gonna finalize and adjust everything when on another page, basically. Okay. So this has to go here. No. Yes. This has to go here. So this doesn't even need to be a group. So grouping it was inconvenient. Erg. Fun. So, cut, coat, back, collar, shirt. Now, okay. Neck is separate from body, so this doesn't even need to be its own group either because the neck has to go above the clothing. Neck just below head. Oh, brother. How did I do this before? How did I do this before? You know what? I remember how I did it. What I did before was instead of having the back color as part of the clothes, I actually put it in this. I put it like that, yeah. Bro. Why are we not grabbing the groups like I want them to? Body, clothes, face, front, horns, bangs, yeah. Wow. I mean, that looks a million times better. Alrighty, yeah, that looks a million times better. I'm actually very happy with it. Which means I can take this entire thing now. Copy that. Go to new. Let's do, what would this be, 1024? By 1024. See, that's why I knew. That's why I knew. 1024 by 1024 because now I can try and see where that hiccup is. I think that's on the clothing layer. That's not even on the clothing layer. It's on the body layer. It's on the back collar. See, I knew. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. I knew it before even going into this that I would have done something like that. And then we just... what part is these parts? All these parts. It's gonna be this. I don't want to get rid of too much. I just want to get rid of the parts that obviously won't be showing. That's gonna be too much. I'm just getting rid of the parts that won't be showing. So, nope. That feels too... Okay. No again. No again. Okay. We got that part. I can kind of just brush across. And clean it up. All right. All right, all right, all right. And then we come through and just do the same thing for the shirt. Damn it. Okay. This is why we don't try to This is why we don't try to do it in one pass, because fuck-ups are bound to happen. Or you maybe delete a little too much. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. It'll be... Motherfucker. It'll be mostly covered. Like 90% of the time. So, that'll be fine. Yeah. Oh wow, we did our cleanup properly this time. So now when I actually go to rig this thing, it won't be all sorts of fucked up. And now I can actually go and take this and then copy it into a more proper, like, thing. New 512. And I can take the whole model and sort of center it out. I feel like that's kind of centered. That feels more centered. Alright, model centered. Now we just need to cut any unnecessary layers. Boom. Boom! And now we have just bro. Bro, no fucking way. No way. There's another? The fuck is it? Let me... Hold on. Let me get this bitch on like a 2003. We'll do 5,000 pixel fucking wide. See how quick my PC shits itself. Alright, now grab this fucker. Whoa, PC is shooting itself. Okay, yeah. Well, shit. Oh, we're catching up. How the fuck did we lose quality and all that? Okay. Strange. I don't see it anywhere. I see it on the fucking sub art of this. But it's not there. Hold on. No. No. Nothing. Maybe it's a remnant. Maybe it's remnant. Let's move it over to a PSD and see if we can't. See if we can't see it on live duty. Because. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Let's adjust this to be PSD. And then. Be. Okay. Model V2. Model V2, and we've got a much more interesting design here. Bro, why is my frames dropping? Just a steady decrease in frames all day, apparently. Alright, well. It's whatever. Can work a little bit more. Oh, fuck. Get live 2D up. If it'll even load, I don't know. With everything being so fucking jank right now. We'll see if it'll even load. At 84% over the last 2 minutes. Oh my god, bro. Worst time to be having PC issues with all the fucking the PC market going to shit. It's like, yeah, PC market's going to shit. Well, just you wait and see what we got in store for you. Son of a bocce ball. Man. I'm so glad though that I bought a 4070 like a year ago. Well, a little over a year ago. Because now I don't have to worry about all of these increasing GPU prices and all that. And they re-released the 3060. Or they're re-releasing the 3060. I don't think they've re-released it just yet, but they're re-releasing it. Which to me is insane. Like, how are we going to walk back on technology just so that way AI can go ahead? That's very obviously counterintuitive and obviously just very, very bleak and dystopian. And adjust for Live 2D. Hey, we have a model that doesn't have fucking dots everywhere. I don't want Krita. My brother in Christ. It's not there now. Excellent. Wonderful. Wonderful. Was I using window capture for that? Ah. That's even more fun. It's VTube Studio is not even open. It's not even open. What are you saying? What are we doing? It's not even open. I hate that this isn't even picking up on the programs I have open currently. Can the game capture Krita or Live 2D? That is the question. Or will window capture let me finally swap over to Live 2D? No, it still thinks that. It still thinks that it's on the wrong. Quit going to Krita. There we go. There we are. There we are. Alright, that's much better. So here we have it in Live 2D. That's very nice to have this all grouped out like that. So let's go and start by taking all of these. Reorganizing them all. With the warp deformer tool. Let's call it entire body. Create. Alright. Now that gives us the entire body to work with. Just like so. Why is it under bang? Move you out into just your own thing. There we go. Now we have everything. Which is very nice. This is all bangs. Was bang color never merged? I never merged the bang layers. Fuck it. We ball with it, we ball with it. It's whatever. We roll with it. So now, this is all the back hair stuff, which will also create a warp for that. And then, oh, why did bangs go in there? So back here, Bangs has to be ahead of like everything, so that'll be all the way at the top here. No. All the way at the top. No. All the way at the top. Brother. Brother. Alright, fuck it. Well, it's whatever. Create another warp. Warp deformer of horns. Horns. Create. Boom. You're the ears. Call this head. Why is horns part of head? Fuck off. Alright. Body. Dude, why the fuck is horns keep getting dragged into these? Okay. Alright. Eyes. Clothes? Clothes? CLOTH. Yes. Yes. Why are we going below body? Brother. 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 Fuck it. It's whatever. It's not fucking with anything. Alright. Alright. Now, we have everything all nice and organized. Angle XYZ. Create a new folder. Grab. Bro. Angles. Eyes. Yeah, so this is all stuff I have to learn still because the last model didn't have a mouth. So I have to learn mouth and all that, but this is pretty cool. I think for the eyes last time I literally just did Which one are we doing? Why is that so large? The warp deformer for that. Huh. That's odd. Let's just... Brother. Okay, fuck it. Control Z. What we'll do... Boom. Control. No. Is it shift? No. Hello? How do I adjust that? Fucker. Alright, that's gonna be annoying. Let's just auto. That's... Heavy deformation. Boom. And then... add our keyforms. Edit parameters. Maximum 2.0. Default 1.0. Alright, Control Z, Control Z. Adjust things. Edit parameters. Maximum 2.0. I open, set the parameter, and then just do like so. I know this might seem very goofy, and it low-key is, but just trust, because now I fucked up. Put it on the 2.0 first. Trust, I know what I'm doing. That's gonna be the best way we're gonna be able to do it. Unfortunately. Oh, you know what? I set it to the wrong parameter again. Hold on. Alright, well, fuck me. It needs to be at 0. Because that would be if our eye was all the way open. Which feels incorrect. And let me large it. And then to adjust for expressiveness, we're getting covered by the horn. I think that's fine. I think a little goofiness is fine. Replicate parameters. No. Boom. All right. This is a different model, so what if I literally just slot it in? I see almost no difference. Almost none. So now oh no. Well, you try to cheat the system just a little sometimes. What if Okay, hold on. So let's go, and then let's take this, Control C, cut this, Control V. Now we have another layer. Reflect this. Okay. No. Control Z. Take this whole thing. Copy. Paste it. 2 of them. No, the topmost one. Reflect. No, it's not ideal. But if we come here and 1.0, we come to this one. And we reflect motion horizontally. Hmm? Hmm. No? What? Why can it not? Is it because this one has keyforms, but this one technically doesn't? What if we add keyforms? Cannot create keyforms for applying reflect. Huh. That's weird. That is so weird. Hold on. What if I adjust these keyforms before I duplicate it? So, like, so. No, because it says there's no keyforms. So what? Alright then, screw it. I'm doing this in the most complicated way possible. Hold on. Literally, let's just fucking... I could literally just do this. What am I doing? Oh, I understand now. Because there was no deformation on this. Man. I need sleep. Fuck. So now and then let's just hit the Alt key, widen it, and then now we have an actual blink. It'll look, watch, it's fine. The other model was doing it. On the 2 end, let's just so now yeah, see? It actually blinks. And that looks normal-ish. Normal-ish. As normal as you can get with this weird-ass eye that we have. Yeah. As normal as you can get with these weird-ass eyes. Okay. Let's see. Dive onto the face. Turn off the eyes. And all of the hair and the horns. And the ears. Because now we're getting to the fun part. Let's go face. Face warp deformer's already made on that. Auto. Heavy. Boom. Auto. Heavy. Add. No, don't add. Boom. Then we go, where was it? What was it? It was this. Come into here. Ah, shit. It wasn't this. Was it this? No, it wasn't this either. It was this. So that way we can go here. No. Wait, hold on. Fun. I'm forgetting pieces. I think I can literally just... No. No, I cannot. Unable to copy. Hello? Come in here. Control Z. Bro. What did I do the last time? Brush selection tool? No. No, no, no. Cancel. Oh, there we go. Control C. Check. We're learning. We're relearning. Those are all green now. All right, I need to go in here. Which Control G? Right. Select the whole thing again. Select the whole thing again, Control G. There we go. Alright. Now that's all glued together. That's all glued together into one there. This will be whatever. This is more important right now. Because now that we have all like this, all right. Oh, the ears have to be on. Oh, we're using the glue tool. Do the ears have to be on? Yeah. Why do the ears have to be on? Okay, let's... It's because the head bind is in the ear folder. You son of a bitch. Move that. So now Let's get more vertices in here. 5. It gives me a bit more to work with when adjusting all of this. So this way now I forgot to I forgot to add the keyforms. Going great. We're going great. We're really going great. Really going great. Let's shift it this way. Perfect. Now I can grab this, move it out of the way. Honestly, yeah, much better. Adjust our vertice amount, or Bezier division amount. Indent this a bit, drag this out a bit more, indent this back a little bit more. Bring this in by a little bit. And then all right. So let's bend this part out a little bit more. Same here. No, it looks a little too flat. No. So now, there we go. And then let's reflect the motion. Oh, fuck. I hate being so tired, dude. This isn't. Yep. Yep, you see that. That's exactly what you think. I did exactly that. I did exactly that. You know, it's fine. Repetition is great. It's fine. Repetition is a necessary evil anyway. You know, that's how we learn. We learn from our mistakes. We learn from our mistakes. Because, god damn it. We. Alright, that looks pretty good. Honestly. Do with maybe a bit like this. That'll be covered by the hair in the final product, but reflect motion horizontally, okay. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but enough. Alright. Drop these back down to 2. Adjust this quite a bit. And then we'll add some more Bezier divisions. Nice a little bit. It's kind of weird at that angle though. There's like a little like Let's try and even that out. Love it, because that's a bit of wonkiness that I'm not too happy with. How much? Fuck again, bro. Alright. Alright. You know? Repetition is really our thing today. It's really becoming a thing today. Alright. Let's basically flatten out the chin. Nope, nope, nope. Man. This is so fun. Just straight up. Straight up. Don't shift upwards, you dickhead. Alright, now reverse. Reflect motion vertically. And bingo. Now let's see how that's fine. That's not. So pretty much the motion needs to be reflected vertically, and the motion needs to be reflected horizontally. So now, well, Alright, we'll just go and manually do it. It's whatever. I mean, there's not a lot of... Alright. That works. Let's kind of do it. Let's do its own thing. Let's see what it does. How it looks. Yeah. That looks very uncanny. It looks very uncanny, but it's correct. Okay. Man, we're already 10 o'clock. Alright, we actually got into the model release today. We finished up some stuff. I have work tomorrow. Fucking Christ. More pain. All pain. I am tired as shit. I think we'll continue at this tomorrow. But for now, that's at least we got the head sculpt done, so that's pretty good.